Hey friends, welcome to Mitch Baker's podcast. I am so delighted that you're here. We're currently working our way through my book Drawn, which is a collection of stories from my life and others, and we're learning to see the presence of God more clearly. I'm convinced that as we listen attentively to lives and stories, we'll start to see the reality of God's presence everywhere, from our greatest joys to our seasons of deepest pain. Thanks for being along for the ride. Let's begin. Joy, like faith, feels real when we experience it. We tend to think of joy as something that happens to us, a response to good circumstances, a reward when life goes our way. But that kind of happiness is fragile. It's tied to the moment, and it slips away as quickly as it arrived. Joy isn't something we chase, a prize we earn, or a feeling we manufacture. In reality, joy is a byproduct. It's a natural overflow of a life lived in alignment with truth, gratitude, and faith. It arises not from circumstances, but from the quiet assurance that even in the ordinary, the messy, or the painful, life is infused with meaning and hope. Nehemiah reminds us, "Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is our strength." This joy isn't circumstantial. It often comes as a byproduct of how we choose to live our lives and perceive our circumstances. The stories I share around joy range from people who choose joy when every reason seems to point in the opposite direction, to seeing joy in moments we often take for granted, such as a dog laying at our feet. Joy can and should be found in all of our seasons, whether it's pain, loss, even disappointments. It's not natural, but it is supernatural. I invite you to reflect with me on joy, not as a fleeting feeling, but as a posture of the heart, a strength that endures in both good and hard times. Thanks for listening to my podcast. If you're enjoying what you hear, it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe and leave a review so that others can find the show more easily. And I'd love to hear from you too. So could you drop me a note at mitch@mitchbaker.com. See you next time.